are the birds from Siberia. Flown all the way here, and soon they'll be migrating. So, thank you. Sarah and Anjali, you know who has to do hard work.
देखिए ब्लूज चाहे फॉर्मर हो या प्रेजेंट, सबकी अपडेट्स, सारी अपडेट्स आपको मिलती हैं फॉलो द ब्लूज लाइव पर। मेरा नाम है तने तिवारी, मेरे साथ द यूजुअल सस्पेक्ट्स, प्रेसिडेंट फॉलो द ब्लूज इनसाइडर मिस्टर रोहन देशमुख, सीनियर ESPN क्रिकेट इन्फो जर्नलिस्ट नागराज गोलापुरी। जेंटलमैन वेलकम। सबसे पहले आते ही सवाल रोहन भाई से, क्योंकि रोहन भाई हम बहुत सारी खबरें सुनते आ रहे थे कि जसप्रीत बुमराह, KL राहुल विल कम बैक फॉर द फाइनल टेस्ट मैच। अब सिर्फ जसप्रीत बुमराह पे सर्टेनिटी है, KL राहुल पे अनसर्टेनिटी है।
मिस्ट्री मैन, एब्सोल्युटली मिस्ट्री। हाँ नागराज, ये मिस्ट्री रही है कि KL राहुल के साथ किस तरह की जो है ये इंजरी है। ऑब्वियसली वी नो ही केम बैक फ्रॉम अ सर्जरी एंड उसके बाद एक रिकवरी पीरियड रहा, एशिया कप में वापसी की उन्होंने। द इंटरेस्टिंग थिंग वाज तने कि कहीं ना कहीं इस टेस्ट सीरीज के बीच में ये बात हो रही थी कि 90% KL राहुल फिट है। KL राहुल ने खुद अपना एक वीडियो भी पोस्ट किया बैटिंग करते हुए NCA में, लेकिन उसके बाद जो है जितनी भी सारे खबरें आने लगी, व्हाटएवर वी हर्ड इट्स नॉट दैट ग्रेट। ऑल्सो फॉर द फैक्ट कि अभी वो कंसल्ट करने जा रहे हैं डॉक्टर को लंदन में टू फिगर आउट व्हाट इज रियली रॉन्ग, एंड कंसिडरिंग दैट देयर इज अ पॉसिबिलिटी कि वो लास्ट टेस्ट मैच भी नहीं खेलेंगे। एंड यू हैव एन IPL, यू हैव अ T20 वर्ल्ड कप, लॉन्ग सीजन अहेड फॉर KL राहुल। वी रियली होप दैट ही मेक्स अ कमबैक। इट वाज एंटिसिपेटेड कि शायद चौथे टेस्ट के बाद जो है रिकवरी के लिए वक्त मिले, क्योंकि काफ़ी गैप्स है टेस्ट मैचेस के बीच में, बट लुक्स लाइक ही वोंट बी देयर फॉर धर्मशाला। दैट्स रियली सैड।
इट इज सैड एंड अनफॉर्चुनेट, बट नागराज इस पूरी टेस्ट सीरीज को अगर देखें और सिर्फ उस टेस्ट की इन आइसोलेशन बात करें, धर्मशाला टेस्ट मैच की, हाउ मच ऑफ एन इम्पैक्ट विल KL राहुल्स एब्सेंस हैव? बिकॉज हमने देखा है जो उनकी एब्सेंस में यंगस्टर्स आए, चाहे वो सरफराज हो, चाहे वो ध्रुव जुरेल हो, ऑफ कोर्स रजत पाटीदार परहैप्स इज द ओनली वन हु हैजंट कम इनटू हिज ओन, बट कितना बड़ा इम्पैक्ट होगा उनकी एब्सेंस का उस फाइनल टेस्ट मैच में?
Can I start first with those amazing picturesque images of Tendulkar and family in Srinagar?
100%, sir.
Brought back the Rosa song. I don't think you both were born also that time.
True.
There was a
Correct.
song called Ye Hasi Wadiyan.
गा के सुनाइए, पूरा गा के सुनाइए।
Aasuman. So yeah, I mean, I was pretty much during the years when Bollywood was in my head. Now it's out of. But jokes aside, talking about Rahul, it's fantastic that everyone lands in my city in London. NCA should just move here. There's Mohammad Shami, there's Virat Kohli. We heard news that he was in London. There's everyone, like people keep coming in. I don't think India, especially if KL was available for selection and fit, it would be good, very good against England's seam attack, especially in Dharamshala, where the pitch is likely to be a seamer-friendly pitch. You guys should watch the conditions. They're like amazingly English conditions, are likely to be in the, what do you say, in single digits, or like barely pre-teens, like 10 or 12 degrees, which is going to be shivering for many. KL's presence would have helped a lot because of his experience having played in England. If you remember in 21, the Patodi Trophy, the England tour, where India actually were going the upper hand in the first 4 tests, KL was one of the key run makers along with Rohit. So KL can play the new ball well. He would have given that necessary experience in the middle order, but now, in fact, this is news to me what Rohan just said, that he is traveling to London. This is amazing that he's given me work now, God. So now to chase
Nagraj, that's why you're on the show, man, because you're in London, and जैसे आपने कहा कि वहाँ पर सारे Indian cricketers वहीं पर है, we now expect you to go there and get us some videos of all of these guys.
We now expect you to follow the blues.
I'm not television journalist. Don't give ideas to Sambit Bal, by the way. So going back, I guess if KL is out, more importantly, it's also a big concern for his IPL team, Lucknow Super Giants, where he is the captain, and a lot depends. And he himself would have been ambitious about doing a certain kind of role at the IPL, keeping the T20 World Cup in mind. So yeah, I mean, a lot of questions surrounding KL. We'll have to, as days go by, I think we'll get a clear picture, but a concern for sure.
That's interesting. और कमबैक्स की हम बात कर रहे हैं तो एक और कमबैक हुआ हमने देखा कल डोमेस्टिक टी20 सेटअप में ईशान किशन, शिखर धवन आल्सो प्ले.
या सो ईशान किशन ने जो है कल कमबैक किया आफ्टर अ लॉन्ग टाइम. साउथ अफ्रीका सीरीज से जो है वापस आने के बाद जो है ईशान किशन ने जो है डीवाई पाटिल टी20 टूर्नामेंट जो चल रहा है उसमें 19 रन बनाए 12 गेंदों में, 1 6 2 4 एंड it's a step now forward for him, considering that he was only training. सिर्फ ट्रेनिंग चल रही थी, नेट सेशन चल रहे थे, लेकिन एक फर्स्ट competitive गेम आफ्टर अ लॉन्ग टाइम ही हैज़ प्लेड. उसके अलावा आज जो है शिखर धवन जो है दिखे, एंड शिखर धवन इंटरेस्टिंगली लास्ट प्लेड अ competitive गेम इन द IPL लास्ट ईयर.
वाओ.
तो तब से लेकर अब तक जो है एक competitive गेम नहीं खेले. But he was on the ground, scored a 28 ball 39 playing for DY Patil Blue against Tata Sports Club. तो ये टूर्नामेंट ऐसा है जहां पर अक्सर देखा जाता है कि काफ़ी सारे खिलाड़ी जो है बिफोर IPL, and this has been happening for the last couple of years, they come and they get into the groove before going into the IPL camps and the main IPL.
Now, Nagaraj, we keep hearing about this term especially कि आपको competitive cricket की practice, match practice बहुत ज़रूरी होती है. और हमारे जितने भी experts हैं, जब उनसे चर्चा होती है तो वो कहते हैं you can't really replicate what happens in a game in the nets. You can try and simulate it, but उसका impact उतना नहीं होता. If you think of that on those lines, शिखर धवन जिनके पास बहुत competitive cricket, जैसा हमें रोहन भाई ने बताया, खेला ही नहीं उन्होंने पिछले IPL के बाद से. ईशान किशन, a current player who's in the scheme of things, इन दोनों ही प्लेयर्स के लिए not only for the IPL but also thinking of the T20 World Cup, especially for ईशान किशन, बहुत जरूरी कि उस groove में आए और जल्दी आए.
हाँ, जरूर, like especially for Ishan, because there's so much intrigue about what happened, why did he not play Ranji Trophy. So which means that's aside, he also has to now get back to match fitness, and match fitness is just getting back into, he was doing the gymming, etc. He put some Insta posts of lifting incredible amount of weights, squatting, etc. And even that Hardik Pandya kind of was impressed, I guess, the way the reel that I saw of Ishan. So more importantly, like, he hasn't played. What was the last match Ishan would have played? Was it in December against South Africa at some point? So clearly he would be rusty also. So he wanted to. Yesterday I saw that. We were lucky to get that YouTube link where we could see him playing, and you could see that he made 13 runs or something like that,
19,
or 19 runs rather. He made 19 runs in 12 balls, and he kept throughout the innings. I think it was more to just polish, just to kind of get out and start playing and just getting the feel. Like even Hardik Pandya, I was told today, he played that first match, took 2 wickets. I'm not sure how much he scored, but he was meant to play today. He was not at the ground today. So clearly these matches, these kind of players will just pick and choose to do a little bit of match fitness. With Shikhar, yes, again the same. If he has not played since IPL, Rohan is right, I just checked. And he's the captain at Punjab Kings. So his role again would be the spotlight would be on him, because considering that you would want him to give those explosive starts, what kind of role he decides to play eventually, because having spoken to him a few years ago when he was appointed captain in 22 by Punjab, I remember him saying that he's not that bothered by the strike rate debate. What he bothers about is whether he plays his role, and he thinks his role is like to give that guidance, to play that kind of, not necessarily anchor, but be around, play according to the situation. But this time they also have Johnny Bairstow coming, so who would be playing in the top order. And when you have the likes of Livingston in the top order, middle order, you would want Shikhar to play a little bit more quicker, pay attention to the strike rate. So let's see, how it goes. So
वी टॉकिंग अबाउट कमबैक्स और हम सारे कमबैक्स की बात कर रहे हैं. हमने ऑफ कोर्स केएल राहुल की बात करी, ईशान किशन, शिखर धवन विल कम बैक एंड प्ले कम्पिटिटिव क्रिकेट. कल अगर आप हमारे साथ जुड़े होते फॉलो द ब्लूज लाइव पर, तो हमने ऋषभ पंत के कमबैक की बात करी थी और उसमें दिखाया था कि वो ट्रेन कर रहे हैं एक हाई ऑल्टीट्यूड मास्क के साथ, जिसके बाद हमारे प्रोफेसर देशमुख ने काम दे दिया था दोनों नागराज को और मुझे कि आप बताइए भाई, आप लोग फिटनेस पर ज्यादा ध्यान देते हैं, आप बताइए. अब मी बीइंग द डिसऑनेस्ट स्टूडेंट, मैं तो घर जाके होमवर्क नहीं करा, लेकिन नागराज भाई होमवर्क करके आए, वो पता करके आए. व्हाट इज दिस मास्क ऑल अबाउट, नागराज?
Yeah, I'm breathless chasing that. uh, so, yeah, luckily I thought of Ramji Srinivasan, the former India trainer, who is well respected by the likes of Kohli, etc. when they came into the system. Ramji, Rohit, Suresh Raina, MS Dhoni, all these guys, and Sachin Tendulkar, most importantly, even that generation, Tendulkar, Lakshman, Dravid, Ganguly, these guys have gone through Ramji's observations as well as a trainer, and he has given them individual exercises. So he was saying that it was as early as 2012 he had introduced these masks. These masks are actually called elevation training masks or high altitude training masks. They basically try and simulate a high environment when you're training in high altitude. There are high altitude chambers and certain sports people or athletes use or teams use, but those are very expensive. Whereas wearing this mask is a quicker and a economical way of doing this. And what this mask contains, if you look at the pictures closely, they have different walls where you're breathing intake and outtake. The walls are kind of calibrated. What it does is basically, Ramji was saying, is that this is to kind of make sure that the oxygen supply to the intercostal muscles, the core muscles, is clear while you're breathing, and you don't feel if your oxygen supply is not like proper, then you can get fatigued. So this exercise obviously has to be done under proper guidance by an individual athlete, because you can't just kind of do it on your own. Allows the athlete to enhance his or her endurance, as well as allows them, building on those core muscles, it allows them kind of to enhance their power too.
नागराज भाई, आप सच बताओ, आप टॉपर थे ना अपनी क्लास के? सच बताओ, मैंने 2 मार्क का क्वेश्चन पूछा, आपने 10 मार्क का आंसर दिया है. इतनी सारी डिटेल, but that is what you get.
बना दे यार, breathless है, speechless भी बना.
So that's what you get on Follow the Blues Live. देखिए, होमवर्क दिया कलम को, रोहन टी ने उसको पूरा किया, नागराज जी ने, टनेटी बैठा था इधर, उसने कुछ भी नहीं किया. बट आज के लिए कोई होमवर्क है रोहन भाई? कोई anything that you want to remind us of?
something
दे दिया ना उसने KL राहुल की
something which happened.
Oh, आपको तो दे दिया यार, correct.
Something which happened many years ago on this day today, a fantastic innings. Do you remember what happened today?
Which format?
One day. One day,
day.
man. One day format.
Date क्या है?
In Australia.
आज डेट है 28.
India versus Sri Lanka.
All right, this is Virat Kohli's knock in Hobart. No?
Yes.
Yeah?
Yes.
See,
yes.
there you go. मेरे भी 2 मार्क्स तो मुझे भी मिल गए नागराज भाई. अभी मैं फेल नहीं होऊंगा. अभी मैं पास हो जाऊंगा. That knock in Hobart, perhaps the coming of age of coming of age of Virat Kohli. That knock, it's a good time to then relive that. It's also a good time to thank both my fellow students, Nagaraj Golapuri from London, Rohan Deshmukh in Mumbai. I'm Tanay Tiwari signing off. आज के लिए Follow the Blues Live पर जाते जाते आपको दिखाते हैं एक बार फिर से वो यादें ताज़ा कराते हैं विराट कोहली की उस नॉक की. आपसे मिलेंगे कल शाम 5 बजे.
Once again up and straight, and once again whipped away downhill, and once again it'll go for 4.
That's the stroke. That's as good as anything from anybody, anytime. Wonderful, really wonderful.
It's nicely timed. Only get one though, I think. He's coming back for 2. It's a good bit of running there from Kohli. He's pretty quick. And with that 2, he brings up his 50.
Oh, he he's clubbed it. Gee, that's a good shot. What a start. And again. And again. That's the place for him, mid on up. Slower ball, lifted over cover, mid-off's back, but don't worry about it. He's into the 90s. Smashed off middle stump. There's going to be two. And he comes back for one of the best one-day international hundreds one can remember. A night he'll never forget. Virat Kohli has delivered.
Yeah, he's played superbly. When he goes well, he really does go well. He's got all the Indian team out of the dressing room there, on their feet. Very well played. If they do manage to get through to the finals, they'll have him to thank.
But that last one was smashed from middle stump. That's a middle stump Yorker. There's another one, leg side, and that's all the way. 2 sixes.
Oh boy, what a shot. What a shot.
Oh, he's smashing through the covers. You're kidding.
That's the shot of the day. That did go like a rocket. Whew.
Oh no, a Yorker for 4 behind square. This is as good as it gets. Again, down the ground. A stunning victory to India. The best knock so many people have ever seen. It's unforgettable.
Yes, you won't see many better than that, that's for sure. He wants to get a copy of that knock because he wants to put it away and show his grandchildren, because when he looks at it himself, he'll be very proud of it. Superbly played.